Hey, this is Noyjeetut here, and this is another Shoutout Saturday. This week I wanted to throw a shout out to my friend Don/Soulgolf on YouTube, who has recently brought back his radio show /podcast. It can be found at blogtalkradio.com/The Static Hour. And it's really good. I'm actually impressed with the guests he's scored in the past, and now he's doing it off and on with his fiance, I believe. I think he does it he posted on Sundays. I'm never sure on the time. Sometimes it's 7 p.m. and sometimes it could be earlier or later. You could actually follow it on the site. You can have it, remind you when his show's going to go on, because it'll just send out a little thing like 10 minutes before it goes on. I've actually been a guest twice. But he's actually had some much better guests than me. He scored Penelope Spheris. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's the director behind Black Sheep. I know that sounds crappy, but I'm gonna just post the stuff I was familiar with, and the kind of stuff that typecast her in a little spot she didn't want to be in. But the Wayne's World, the Little Rascals, the Beverly Hillbillies, working with the great Jim Varney. Damn. Awesome. And Black Sheep. That's the stuff I was familiar with. But her critically acclaimed stuff was The Decline of Western Civilization, which has multiple parts. And that's way better than those things I just listed. But, I never knew about those until I heard him on the interview. And I thought was a really good interview. And she talked about how doing those commercial successes, those kind of more movies, not films, or not really, just more like fun comedies, usually based on something like a SNL skit or a old TV show from the 50s, kind of put her in this corner where she couldn't do what she wanted to do anymore. She couldn't go back to doing the really deep stuff, which is sad. But she's fighting that every day. And I tell you to check out that interview. I really liked it. And also he had an interview with ex-porn star Nisa, who chronicles her tale of running into Max Hardcore and really re-evaluating her life and quitting the porn business. So yeah. So those are some good ones. He has some ones I haven't even listened to. One with the guitarist from Weird Al's act. And that's amazing. And also some video game guy. Some guy was in the early days of video games. Just amazing that he gets these interviews. He's just a go-getter. He goes out there and gets these interviews with people he has no right to interview. No, I'm just kidding. He has every right. But I can't believe he lands these names. I definitely tell you to check it out. Yeah. There he is over here. Recreating one of his favorite scenes from movies for Lulu. And that's Nisa. Yeah. It's cute. Don. But yeah, check him out on blogtalkradio.com/The Static Hour. And he's actually, his latest one was him talking with his fiance about baby names. And he proposed Ezekiel, I think as a joke, but I was going to tell Don, Zeke is a pretty cool name. I'm like Zeke. I think it's short for Ezekiel, I believe. So maybe go with that, I think he threw out Francis as some kind of troll bait, trying to get her sniped back at him. I know it. He's just such a naughty boy. You just gotta go around the nipple. When am I gonna touch the nipple? When am I gonna touch the nipple? When am I gonna touch the nipple? I touched the nipple! And that's what we call foreplay. I wish you were topless.